Hey lovelies, this is Kelsey here with Kelsey Freeman Photography. I just want to show you guys real quick how to edit a picture using the new Wander collection. It's supposed to be released hopefully within the next week or so. So this is a shot that I did at a wedding, and as you can see it's kind of overexposed and just kind of blah, so I really want to just make it pop and really stand out. So the first thing that I want to focus on is getting the skin right. It's kind of green and blah, so I just want to focus on that and really bring it out a bit. So if you go down to the bottom of the collection, you will see all of the skin actions here, and what I want to start with is just do a little bit of a skin pop, and when you run it, this little thing will pop up and it just kind of tells you what to do, what kind of brush to use, and all of that. So I'm just going to press continue. We are going to use a soft white paintbrush, and we're just going to brush on top of this black layer mask here. So I've got my paintbrush, my white one. It's got no hardness, it's very soft, and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. My opacity, I want to have about 75% or so. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of brush this on top of their skin. And just so you know, you don't have to keep it just on skin. You can you can paint it anywhere, but I also like to use it on hair sometimes. I do love the hair actions that I have to enhance hair, but I do love using my skin pop on hair too. So you're not limited to where you can use these actions, but I just wanted to kind of point that out. So now that I've got the skin popping a little bit more, you can kind of see there, it's really just brought out of it. Their skin tone is really green, so if you press less green skin, then it will kind of get rid of that green cast. So I'm going to press continue, and I'm just going to brush this on top of their skin, and as you can see, it's really getting rid of a bit of that green that's on their skin. And also, honestly, you can really see some on his shirt and like his collar and his tie. So you can do it anywhere that you think you need to remove some of the green. So I'm just brushing this on top of his shirt and his tie. And let's see, let's add a little bit of warmth as well. So you can press warm up skin and press play and continue, and I'm actually going to up this all the way to 100, and I am going to run this on top of their skin and their hair, and I'm actually going to get it down there on his shirt as well. I'm going to go on top of her hair, and I actually also want to brush this on top of her veil and her dress, just to really bring in that warmth, to really make it like a super soft, sweet, rosy, like sunset picture, you know. And kind of on top of his tux as well. Just adding some warmth overall. Now again, these skin actions, sorry about my phone, these skin actions are not just for skin. Obviously they're geared towards skin, but in instances like this, when you want to add some warmth to, really anything else, but clothing, hair, all that good stuff. Oopsie, kind of went out of the way there. But yeah, it really works well on anything. So I'm just brushing this on top of her dress, and I will show you guys kind of a before and after so you can really kind of see what this has done. Definitely going to get some of the bottom there too, but it was a little blue. But looky there, oh my gosh, already it is so much softer and sweeter. Look at the original and there's now. So I just think that's awesome. It's really making them super like inviting. So I'm going to flatten this because I am pretty happy with all of that. And what we'll do now is we're going to go ahead and work on like all of the toning and all of that stuff. So if your picture is way too bright or way too dark, you can obviously just do a quick little bring up your exposure, bring it down. My picture is not too overexposed where I need to bring down the exposure. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and start with a base action. And I'm going to do Daydream. It's just a really nice, like basic initial edit. It just kind of brings some life into your picture. So I just love it. And honestly, I don't think I need to increase or lower the opacity. I'm pretty happy with where that's at. And once you find a base action that you're happy with, then you can kind of add on and do all of your tone add-ons and all of that fun stuff. So just to give you an idea real quick on these tone add-ons, They are basically in order that the rainbow goes in. So it's Roy G. Biv, and then it goes down to browns and whites down here at the bottom. So that's just to give you an idea on the order, how it all works. So what I want to do is I want to start off with Fawn. It's a really nice brown, sort of subtle edit, and I just love the way this looks. I think it adds a little bit of drama to the picture and some really nice brown tones to it as well. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to add on Cedar, a really pretty green action. Now, a lot of times I will add on like 5 tone add-ons, or maybe more, maybe less, just depending on the picture. But you don't have to just do one. You can do several if you want to. So I really love what Cedar does to it. I mean, it really gives me that pop that I was looking for. I just think it is awesome, and it really adds some nice drama to the picture. So as far as my base action and tone add-ons, I'm really happy with how that's looking. So here's the before and the after so far. As you can see, it really just emphasizes the golden hour and the lighting. I just think it's gorgeous. So what I want to do next is add some vignette to the picture. So if you go down, there's a whole section on vignettes. So some of them are automatic, they just automatically go for you, and some of them are brush on. I prefer brush on because you have more control over where, your vignette is going. And I'm going to do 2. I'm going to do a green and a brown. So I'm going to start off with my soft green vignette and press play. And again, it tells you exactly what to do. So I'm just going to get my paintbrush here. I'm going to zoom out a bit though so I can really see. And I'm going to make my brush ginormous, maybe a little bit smaller. So what we're going to do is I'm going to lower the opacity first on my brush down to about 50 or so. And I'm going to just kind of hang out around the outer edges of the picture. I don't want to go too far to the middle of the picture. I definitely don't want it to get like too much on her dress or anything like that. But already you see it's kind of drawing your eyes to the middle of the image. But I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do the soft brown vignette, and that way I can kind of let it go more inside the picture. I'm not going to get too much green really on her dress or anything, but I can get a little bit of a soft, dramatic, darker look going on. So now I can kind of let it come a little higher, and I can bring it in more, to the center. So I really like how that looks. I may lower that just a tad. That might have been a little much. And again, here's the before and after so you guys can see. But now with the darkness, it's really soft. It just kind of brings your eyes even more to the center. So now that I've done my vignettes, I think I want to go ahead and add in a sun. So I've got this whole light add-on section here. And what I want to do is I'm going to do soft sunburst. And just to give you an idea on what this is, the soft sunburst is, really just what it says. It is a burst of light. You've got some light rays coming out from it. It's really pretty, and it's really more so dramatic, but it's not too over the top. So a lot of the suns are just really soft, round, pretty suns. But this one, I love it because it's really got a little bit of a pop to it because it's got, the little sun rays coming out and stuff. So once it runs, you can just drag it wherever. So I'm just going to drag it up to where the sun is, right there. And you can see it's just adding some warmth. And just showing off that sun there in the background and really making it nice and like romantic looking. It's got a little bit of some nice warm tones going on. And let's see here. Let's add a matte as well. So I've got all these mattes. And what I want to do is I want to run muted matte for this picture. It's a little overkill when it first runs. So I'm just going to lower the opacity a bit. I'm going to bring it down to about 25 or so. Right about there maybe. So you guys can see that it is really kind of subtle, but it is it adds a bit to the picture. It adds some drama. It's just really nice. It darkens the shadows a bit and flattens them out. And let's see, what else do we want to do? I want to add a little bit of warm brightness to the picture. So I'm going to run Carson and press play, and it's really nice and warm. I love it, but I definitely want to lower the opacity. Sometimes, you want more. Sometimes you want less. So you can up the opacity or lower it, whatever makes you happy. So this I'm pretty happy with. I'm going to show you guys the final before and after. So that's what we started with, and here's what we have now. You can see it was so easy. I mean, if I wasn't sitting here talking to you guys explaining it, I mean, it would have taken me like literally 2 minutes to edit this picture. No time at all. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and like I said, this action set is going to be out very soon, and I hope that you guys are able to get a copy, and I hope you love it just as much as I do. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Okay, bye.